Welcome back to Gossip Break, the cherry on top of your day. I'm one of your hosts, Bree.
And I'm your other host, Becky.
This is part 2 of the episode we released earlier this week. We ended up yapping for such a long time, typical. So we thought it would be a better idea to split it up. So this podcast episode will be all about the Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 8. So coming to you guys post-edit right now. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving and we hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get into Potomac, girlies. So this is episode 8. We are moving along in the season. This episode was good.
I basically rewatched the entire season with my mom last night because she hadn't watched it. And so I have like a completely different perspective on the season now. Like watching it again, like
Yeah.
really changes things.
When you do a rewatch, I feel like it kind of takes you out of I don't know how to explain it. I feel like when I'm watching it in real time, I like so emotionally driven or like attached to
Yeah.
one character. And then when you rewatch it, you can kind of take yourself out of it and be like, okay, like maybe the producers are doing a little too much there. Or maybe that was like misconstrued or
Yeah.
whatever. Cause
Yeah.
that's what happened to me with freaking Real Housewives of New Jersey. I used to be the
Yeah.
biggest Melissa girl. And then I grew up and rewatched it during COVID. And I was like, wait, this is not right. Like I have a totally different point of view now.
No, it's basically a different show when you
Yeah.
rewatch it. It's like,
Okay, so what are
oh.
your thoughts? I'm interested.
So Giselle kicking them out of the party. At first, I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. And then
Yeah.
watching it back, I was like, that was literally so fucking rude. I'm with Stacey. Also, Stacey is the love of my life. If TJ doesn't want her, I'll marry her because
Yeah.
she is so unintentionally funny
She
and
is.
so classy. When Giselle
Yeah.
kicked them out of that party, she was like, I have never been so offended in my entire life. This is so no, mind you, no one's listening to her.
Yeah, just talking to herself.
Yeah, this is
A
so
yapper.
disrespectful. And you know what? I'm just gonna leave. Well, yeah, babe, you got kicked out. Like you have to leave.
You have to.
And then when the girls are fighting at the table, when Ashley and Wendy were going back and forth, which is really weird, and they're like literally yapping at each other like little
Yes.
dogs. Cece goes, hey, it is her birthday. Show some respect.
That was so funny.
And she was dead. She's
Like
dead
dead
ass
ass.
serious.
That's why it's always like I don't want to call her delusional, but it's always the
Yeah.
housewives who are not intentionally trying to be a
Yeah.
certain way. Like she's just authentically like that. She just has that news anchor voice. Like
Yes. Oh, she is. My mom was like, her and TJ are Barbie and Ken.
yes, like just
I said,
QVC prime.
oh my God. They are so polished and professional, so demure and politically correct. But like
Very demure,
I
very mindful.
love it. So mindful. I don't think Stacey ever watched the show before getting on it.
I don't think so either because but you could tell she's learning so fast. Because I
Yes.
remember like in the beginning, I remember getting a little annoyed with her, like when Ashley had shared about TJ and she was like getting annoyed with Ashley. But then she realized really quickly, like, okay, this is how the show works. I can't be mad at that. And she moved on.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she learns quick. I'm happy.
She moved on very quickly and then she just like doesn't know what's going on ever.
I'm obsessed.
Like
She's a
when
great cast. Great.
great
Perfect cast.
perfect. Like whoever picked her and was like, we need her, give them a good holiday bonus this year.
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
when Giselle kicked them out and they had security, and Stacey was like, do I need security around these women? And she was like genuinely asking. She wasn't
Yeah.
like trying to be shady. She was like, do I need to get security? Like,
Like,
did
what is
I
happening?
I did not get that email.
Yeah, looking back now, it was rude of Giselle.
It was so rude.
She
As
was
soon
just
as
like
they
being
came in, she
so
said
yeah.
out.
Yeah, she was being a little much. She was
Yeah.
directing all of her anger towards them rather than Karen.
Right. Which she
Misplaced
admitted, but
anger. Yeah, she did admit,
still.
but that is funny seeing things differently now. I like that. Because
No,
what was your mom like? What the hell?
no, she was she's appalled by Mia, obviously.
Of course. I bet like
Appalled.
all the older parents are like, yeah, disgusted.
They cannot believe. It's just, yeah. When she said TJ and Stacey are Barbie and Ken, I was like, oh, like from the movie, not Barbie and Ken, like in general, like from the
Yeah.
movie. I
Yeah.
was like, yes.
Literally, that's so funny. But that's what I noticed when they were walking into Wendy's birthday party and they were holding hands and TJ was being annoying, like, you're walking faster than me. And the way Stacey responded back, like she literally didn't even open her mouth. She was smiling while she was talking and just said, like, yeah, sorry, I walk fast. But like the way she had her teeth closed, I was like, she is so polished. She doesn't even want to
Yeah.
look mad when she's
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Like
She's
literally
just like,
smiling through her teeth while she responds back to him.
no, him being so annoying.
Yeah, he
She's
was
just,
aggy.
Stacey, if you're listening, you're probably not. I love you. Also, she's an Aries, April 5th.
Of course. I
And
have
I'm
to
like,
find like I need her
my
whole chart.
queen, you are seriously, I admire her, like genuinely. The way she pulls herself together, I'm like, I want to be that put together.
Yeah, she's good. She's good. I like her a lot. Okay, well, I guess let's dive into the episode. We started off at the GNA event. They're doing yoga,
Feeling and I'm thriving.
which is I mean, I respect them for trying to do something with this business differently because I guess maybe they're realizing the clothing isn't working out, but they need to hire a marketing person because this rebrand, whatever they're trying to do, like they're definitely trying to rebrand into something else, but it's not
Yeah.
giving any clear instructions, messaging. I don't know what they're trying to do. Like, why are we doing yoga on a rooftop right now? I thought this was a clothing brand. Now we're doing wellness. So they have leggings. Their website says GNA infusion. I don't know what
Fusion.
that means.
Yeah.
But,
No
anyways,
one knows.
Ashley is singing her song, Healing and Thriving. And oh my God, cringe. See, Stacey killed me though when
Yeah.
she was like, Ashley singing, it's like my dancing. That is a perfect little roast. Like you roast yourself
Yes.
a little bit, but also you let her know, like, this shit's bad.
Yeah, this is not good. She made every effort to hit those notes.
Her confessional killed me because she was really trying to come up with something nice to say.
Yeah,
Like
and
she
she
was,
couldn't.
I admire her for her bravery of trying to hit those notes. The shade kills me. Um, and then also like the way that these ladies just throw shade is so funny to me because they just do it so well compared to other franchises. I was dying when Giselle was like, we should pray for Karen. And then she says in the prayer, I pray that Karen learns the lessons she needs to learn from this. Like, that's literally shade and prayer. You still wouldn't let your foot off her neck. Like you're praying,
No,
but you're still like, she needs to learn.
these women. Also, I like
Icons.
love Giselle again.
Me
And I never not
too.
loved Giselle. I've had ups and downs with her, but
Yeah.
I'm really loving Giselle.
I'm
This,
on a Giselle high.
yes,
Miss
me.
Gizzy. I love her without Robin. Robin really was just
Yeah,
so foul. Did not
yeah.
like her at all. But yeah, at this event, Mia is telling the girls that starts breaking
Oof.
down crying after the event, like forcing tears and saying how Gordon is in mania and he's making their life really difficult and told them about what he said, like admitted that she had to get an abortion because of ink and she tells the girls that. And immediately Giselle is like, what? No, what are we doing right now? This
Yeah.
is not fun. This is not tea. This is actually disgusting. What, like, what are,
Yeah, because it is. That was a level when Gordon had said that. I gasped.
yeah.
I audibly gasped like he said it to me because that was just so. And then Ink saying he didn't know, and Gordon's like, yeah, right. But then it's like Ink very well could have never known.
But then I looked at, yeah, I was thinking it too, but I looked at Mia's face and she even looked at Ink, like gave him a little side eye, like, Bitch, come on. Like, you knew.
Like, you
Like, don't
know.
act
Yeah,
dense.
you probably do know, but it's also the fact that like he could not have known.
Yeah.
The millions of people watching didn't know. The
Uh,
producers didn't know.
yeah, he aired her shit out. They are literally terrorizing each other. Gordon is terrorizing them, just walking into the house whenever he wants. I need my iPad. By the way, you're the reason she got an abortion.
He
And
said, I
then
see an adulterer. I was like,
that was
aren't
crazy.
you one? Like, didn't you leave your wife for Mia?
I mean, what goes around comes
No, how you
back
get them is how you lose
around.
them. And it's the fact that she went back to her high school sweetheart. Like, she shouldn't have never been with your ass in the first place then.
Yeah, it's a whole mess. I mean, honestly, though, what was he expecting? You left your wife for a stripper.
Yeah.
She's doing stripper things.
No, that
Hashtag
was,
woman in male fields.
yeah, women in male fields. Mia Thornton, Mia the
Yes.
pimp.
Mia Pim Thornton.
That
Um,
was, yeah, probably the more disgusting scenes I've ever seen on Housewives. And
it's just getting
yeah,
too dirty. Like
yeah,
they're hitting too low and saying things like, Mia is right. Like that's her body. He did not need to bring that up.
yeah,
But at the same time, it also just shows the extent of how much she has been cheating with ink. Like it's not, he just
yeah.
showed up this month. He has been,
He never left.
no, he never left,
He's
which is crazy. And then she tells the girls that, yeah, Ink said that if he's a trigger for Gordon, that he will remove himself. And I feel like she thought that she ate with that. Like she was, thinking, oh, the girls are going to think that Ink is so respectful for this. And the girls were just like, okay, then he needs to go. Like you need to focus on your kids. Like this is really
yeah.
toxic.
Like maybe not go completely, but fall back a little bit. Maybe not be with the kids as much. Maybe not come every other weekend, but like
He doesn't need to be a co-parent. And that would piss me off if I was
no.
Gordon too. Like, why are you in
Yes.
conversations about my kids? You're not their, I mean, I was going to say they're not their parent, but we don't know.
We don't
We
know
really
because
don't
at the end
know.
of the episode, she said the fathers of my children. And Stacey's ass said, wait, what?
Fathers.
She said, I thought Gordon was the father of your children. Like, Stacey, please keep up. Please
Keep
keep up.
up though. That was perfect. So yeah, this is getting into really messy territory, but that's what she tells the girls. And then the next scene is the girls went out to eat or whatever. I don't know. Karen didn't go. Ashley wasn't there, but I don't know why. I just thought it was so funny. Kiarna and Mia being the first two there. The producers are like, y'all two get there first and squash this
Yeah.
because
We
we
need
need
to
to move
set.
on. But yeah, the North Carolina mess was bad. And it's like crazy that they're just, all right, like we're going to chill again. One was calling the other boyfriends a drug dealer, this,
See,
that. Like they just go so low and then they're back at brunch. Like
yeah.
nothing happened.
That scene is exactly when I realized I could never be on reality TV. Because I'm sorry, if you call me Stitches and then I proceed to say that your face looks like rocks have been thrown at them, we will never be
We can't be
friends.
friends again.
We will never be cool. I will drag out this plot line for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. No, honestly, like I give them kudos because I could never. I
No.
truly don't know how they get along after these things. Even Ashley and Wendy at North Carolina, when they were arguing, the two of them at the end of the table and then just like moved on. It's like, how do
No.
you guys, I don't know, whatever. Karen wasn't there and her trial was postponed to September. But I just looked it up. I feel like
There's
it
like
still
no
hasn't
info.
happened yet. So I
No.
think it's still postponed.
Yeah.
So honestly, this is kind of confusing me because Karen is just being peak delusional here, I guess. What is there to even, I don't know, argue about? You have she's like trying to say, like, oh, we'll have to see if the accusations against me are thrown out. And it's like, what
They're
accusations?
not
It's
accusations though. Like
like,
they're literally like I guess
you did
innocent until
it.
proven guilty, but no, you're technically guilty. That's why you're going to court so they can figure out like
Yeah.
your sentencing.
That's why it's like the way she talks about it is just so confusing. And then
Yeah.
Wendy in her confessional was saying, you know, it's going to change a lot for me if, you know, this trial finds out and she's guilty or whatever, because hurting or, you know, doing something where you could hurt another person is just not okay with me. And I understand that, but I'm also confused. Like, why is she thinking it didn't happen yet? You know, like it's already
Yeah.
been concluded. She did do that.
Yeah, that's why she got in it. It's not like they pulled her over. She hit something.
Yeah. I don't understand this. And then also, Karen is being so specific about what she says, and oh, I can't talk about this, can't talk about that, can't say this. Like, just even the tiniest of things she won't even mention. But then they have that whole scene with her cousin where the cousin is saying how he was on the phone with her when she crashed. So I'm like, okay, so you were on the phone and you were drunk? That doesn't look good. You
No,
shouldn't
it
have
looks
had that conversation on camera. That's like more
horrible.
evidence against you.
Yeah, and the episode or the scene when they were in North Carolina and she was like, "Yeah, I was drunk," and then I pulled over.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so you're being so specific about these, but
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. I mean, what do you even look up? Like
I
trial
don't
date?
Yeah, I think I saw something like the new date is in December. I don't know why it keeps getting postponed, but maybe that's a legal strategy. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna put her in jail or anything. I think they'll probably make her do like community service or probation, or she'll be on
Yeah.
parole and like suspend her license and no alcohol.
Yeah. I think it'll be something like that.
Because I cannot imagine the Grand Dame in jail.
I'm looking on Reddit right now. This is where the good tea is. It said any new info on Karen's trial. Someone said Karen filed to dismiss the case based on not being Mirandized. What is that, like when they read your
Read
Miranda?
your yeah, when they read your rights.
So it says, okay, Karen filed to dismiss the case based on not being Mirandized and the prosecutor using information she said at the scene. However, the judge denied this dismissal because Karen was answering questions to the EMTs on the scene in the presence of a police officer. She was not being interrogated by the police officer and therefore did not need to be Mirandized in that moment.
So was she ever
It says the trial is
arrested?
set for December 17th, 2024. So I don't know. This is interesting.
So she was never arrested then, technically.
Yeah, that I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I guess they're just pressing charges
Hmm.
because she doesn't have a mugshot because we would have seen that by now.
Somebody said, has anyone looked up her lawyer? This just seems like not the time to use a Groupon. Is he like a Groupon lawyer? Please. I can't. Oh my God. Okay. Well, Karen, good luck. I don't know. Girl, I mean, this is the
Thoughts and
second time
prayers.
and you're
Yeah.
61. Get it together. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Anyways, little baby scene of Ashley with her kiddos celebrating her birthday, which I actually kind of do like to see Ashley as a mom. It's kind of funny. Like she's such a boy mom. So it's just cute to
Yeah.
see.
It gave me I have a soft spot for her. I know last
Yes,
time
tiny
we
soft spot.
recapped, I was like, get her off the show. But now I'm like, no, she needs a job.
I know.
Like, she
I
literally
know.
needs a job.
Michael really did her dirty. Like, how did she get into that marriage and out without a dollar? What were you doing
Because
that
she's
whole
a
time, girl?
dumbass and renewed their freaking prenup to prove to him and then divorced him like a year later.
It's really stupid.
It was so, so dumb. And then I was thinking about it because she's only 36, it said.
Yeah, I think she said 36.
36, 37. Potomac started in 2016. That means she was like 28, 29, 30.
Could you imagine? Like, I'm
No.
28. I could not imagine being on there with all those older women. I would be so intimidated. Like, I'd be so scared of Karen. I'd be like, please take me under your wing. I will do whatever.
Yeah, I will like please mentor me with these
Please.
ladies because then also it made sense with her family too because they were like, yeah, they don't like Michael doesn't like grown up Ashley. He wants the 26, 27, 28-year-old that he can
Yeah,
manipulate, which to me I'm like too grown to be manipulated by like an old
I
man.
know. I know.
But
That's
I
kind of
can
how I feel. But
thinking about it, I'm like she was
Ashley's a little dumb.
really Well, I didn't say you were dumb. I said you were stupid.
That was the best scene of Potomac because he said it with a straight face, with that
Yeah.
bad wig falling
Oh,
off. I didn't say you were
horrible.
dumb. I said you were stupid. And then
No, Katie
drop it in the silence.
walked so Stacey could run, just confused as all hell.
That is exactly it. That is like Stacey came in the perfect moment for that. Oh my gosh. But anyways, Ashley, as of current day, is finally divorced from Michael. God bless. Done with that
Is she?
story. I think so. I think it came out like last week. I think she's officially divorced.
Yeah, not marrying an old man and not getting a dollar out of it. Sonia Morgan as well. What I'm sorry, what is the point? Like, let's be honest,
No, seriously,
y'all.
because Michael is scary. He's a sexual abuser. He looks like a gremlin. What else were you doing there besides for the money?
Yeah.
I was going to say something mean. Well, it wasn't even me being mean. It was somebody else that said something mean. But I don't know. I feel bad because it's about her kids. They were just, her kids look like old ass men. And they're like little babies. They said it's because of my.
Yeah. No, every time I see Dean, I'm like, that's literally Michael.
I know. I feel so bad. Like God,
Like
I'm not
that is
kids, but that comment killed me.
that is literally Michael in a young man's body.
Oh my
And
God.
they're like black too. Like I guess they're not, but that is so funny to me. Like look at
I
the
know they're like,
African American children.
is that what my babies are gonna look like? I feel like I'm a little darker than Ashley.
I think the genes could come through. So I think it really all
Michael's
just
really, really white.
depends.
At least my
Yeah.
husband has like the Greek aspect that
Yeah,
they
they can like
tan really easily.
bronze a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, that was it was still cute to see her being a little mom to them and because they were just so cute, like mommy, like, trying to get her attention and being like little menaces on the camera.
No,
It was so
literally.
cute. Dean just kept looking at the camera and growling. Like
Michael's
save.
son.
Exactly. But then I thought it was crazy how Ashley says that, yeah, so my actual birthday on Saturday, Wendy is celebrating her birthday, which again, I love me, Dr. Wendy. Okay. However, I'm on Doja Rat's side on this one. I'd be pissed
Yeah,
if someone
I'd be
had a
pissed.
because we've been celebrating Wendy's birthday for like 4 episodes. Another one on my actual day of birth. Are you insane?
Yeah, no. And
That's so
Ashley
nice
looked
for you to post
really
it.
good at her birthday.
Yeah.
She looked so good.
So, okay, yeah. So then Wendy's birthday. Let's get into the birthday party shenanigans. She makes everybody wear white, which we love a theme, and her house is so pretty, like the
Is
backyard.
that her house?
Oh, I don't know. I just
Or
assumed it
did they just
was.
rent it?
Maybe they rented it.
Because I'm
I
like,
just
that's
assumed it was
house.
hers.
I was like, that's a really nice house. I feel like we would have
Yeah.
seen that more if it was Wendy's house.
I guess we never really see her backyard, so I just assumed it was, but
Yeah. Like,
I
not
guess
saying that Wendy doesn't have a nice house. Like, obviously, I know Wendy has money. Like, she has 4 degrees.
yeah.
We know.
We
Um,
know.
we know. But
I don't
yeah,
know. Especially after seeing Beverly Hills with Sutton hosting a mini Met Gala in her patio, like her big
yeah.
ass house.
Same.
So I don't know. But Wendy comes into her birthday on a boat because there's a lake in the back and it's like a car boat. And it looked fun for her, but horrible for everybody else because she's
Yeah.
out there driving the boat around in circles, having the time of her life. Everybody's waiting for her to step foot. Like, okay, are we gonna celebrate
Yeah.
you or just watch you have fun doing little spins out on the water?
Wendy, please.
And it was funny because it seems like it took her a while to get off the
No, I would have
like
been annoyed.
the
I would have
sun
walked
was
away. They
setting.
walked
You could literally see
away.
the sun set, and people were like, "Is Wendy coming?"
I want to talk about TJ's temper tantrum at the table
Yes, that was my next thing I had.
because
That was
also
embarrassing.
them meeting TJ and Wendy being like, that man is not, in fact, sexually active.
She was like, that is a youth group director. That's definitely the energy he gives.
Yes,
I'm
he
pretty sure my youth
does.
group director looked like almost just like that and acted just like that too.
Yeah, I believe it. But that scene, she was like, "Where's TJ? Where's TJ?" And then
Mhm.
he gets an attitude with her sitting at the table, like, "Oh, you finally want to pay attention to me?"
Oh,
Oh
now you're
my
noticing me?
gosh. Are you
Ew.
a 20-year-old girl?
Ew, that was so cringe. He made me so annoyed. He was like, yeah, I put it in quotes. He said, "Oh, now you're noticing me? Get it together, man." And this is all in a super high pitched voice. So, oh, now get it together, man. Like, that's exactly how he
That
sounded.
is exactly how he
And then she
sounded.
puts her hand on his arm to comfort him. And he's like, "You can take your hand off me." Like, ew.
He said, "What is wrong with you? I hate that I even have to tell you this." Excuse me? You know the cameras are on. You know
No.
you're mic'd.
And you could just tell Stacey's face is like, oh my God. Like, I know they're seeing this. Mia, I was looking at her face because she was sitting next to them and she's like looking at her camera, taking a selfie. But I could see she's kind of like peeping in the corner, like, what is happening over there?
Yeah, no, Stacey was I know she was like, oh, fuck.
Mortified.
Like, this is
Yeah.
exactly what they are going to take this and run with
Run.
it.
Yeah. And we are.
And we will, because what was that?
That
Why
was
did he
really
do
embarrassing.
that?
He wants the spotlight so bad. It's your girl show. Let her work. She's doing her job. You're being annoying. I don't know. I don't like him. I really don't like
I
him.
don't.
So now the question is, ladies, is TJ gay?
That Watch What Happens Live
Look,
outfit.
the sheer blouse. That's a Tom Sandoval outfit. And we already know how we feel about that. So,
No, because my mom was like, "Oh, he's gay." Like she just said it like so for sure. So she was like, "I don't know how she can't tell yet." And it was the scene when they were working out and he said he has no desire to sleep with him. And then she said, and I was looking at the words verbatim, she said he does not want to sleep with a woman before he gets married to her. And I was like, that's a very specific wording of choice.
yeah.
And being celibate does not mean you don't have the desire. Being celibate actually means you do have the desire. You're just denying them.
And waiting for like an intentional reason. Which
Yes.
which makes sense, but
Yeah.
he's like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to have sex with Stacey? K, because it
Like
doesn't
not
exist.
even on the scale.
Not even on the
Scale.
scale. I have no desire.
No, it should be 10. Like I want to I was with you so bad. But
Yeah.
I want to wait until we're at a place where we're in a serious commitment. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, I don't know about him. I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out if I'm not like 100% set on him being gay, but I could see it. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just he's very controlling and likes things certain ways. I really can't figure out what it is because I asked my husband, I was like, like, what is going on? Is this man gay? Why does he at this age want to be celibate? It's confusing to me. And first he was like, oh, he's being a good Christian man. Like, you're being rude. I was like, oh my God, okay. Keep watching and tell me. Then the more he watched, he was like, okay, something's up. Because
Something's not
when he
right.
saw what Stacey looked like, wait a minute. This is who you're trying to be celibate with? Like this beautiful Amazonian goddess?
No, she's
Uh,
literally looks like she came off of like Planet Her. Like she's like six
yeah.
foot tall, like built like a gazelle, perfect teeth, so mass cum cherry bomb, like
Perfect face, pretty hair, big boobs. Like I
perfect
sound
face.
like a literally like a horny man right now.
But
Like
like, yeah,
how
that's
is
what I'm saying. If
TJ?
TJ does not want her, I'll marry her.
Literally.
Like it's not that serious. It's not that deep. We can both have boyfriends on the side. Like it's fine. Like all I just like want to be around her
I just
all
wanted
the
to be
time.
friends.
Yeah, like I want to be
Yeah.
her best friend.
Yeah, it's something's up with him. But yeah, but one thing my husband said that I thought was kind of a good point was he was saying how if he is being serious about it, he probably just doesn't even want to give in an inch to the sexual talk because then it's just a slippery slope with
It
guys. If you
is.
even say like, oh, 10, then she's like, okay, well, come on, like let's
Yeah.
like trying to push it more, which I get, but just the more and more we see him, it's just like something is off.
Yeah. It's not a good look. And my mom said the same thing about his age. She was like, a man at that age, like,
Yeah, because it's like
because
not
you
like you haven't had
already
sex
did it.
before. And that's what finally changed his mind when I was because he was like, "Oh, has he always been like this?" No, he's not a 40-year-old virgin. Like he's been with
Yeah.
other women.
And think about how she's been with her in her relationship for almost 20 years. And now she's getting a divorce and they're obviously not intimate anymore. And so you're telling her like you're not going to sleep with her until y'all get married. Like she's technically married now.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long road for her.
That's a long time. That's a long like to trust again and to go through the whole
Hmm.
thing and meeting my kids and my family and how are we gonna do this? Are we really serious? Am I even sure? Like all of those things.
And she deserves to because she
Yeah.
was even saying her husband is going on other dates and talking to other people. So I'm sure
Yeah.
he's that was almost really vulgar. I'm sure
But
he's doing the
what you
same
were about to
too.
say, you're right, because he definitely is. He's been to
But
Pound
like
Towns a few times.
yeah, so she needs to do her thing. And we did see in the preview that she asked him, would you be mad if I see other people? So we'll see how that conversation goes. I'm sure it's going to go nowhere, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, but yeah, the last part of the episode that was big is that the girls all go to the side at Wendy's birthday party to talk to Mia, and Giselle confronts her and basically says, you were just telling us yesterday that Gordon and Ink were getting into it, yelling at each other. And then 24 hours later, you're posting on Instagram them taking shots together at the pool, hanging out. I'm really confused. Like, this is not something to be fucking around with. Like, you were telling us,
Yeah.
like, they were getting into it bad, like, talking of exposing secrets, talking about abortions, like craziness. And now y'all are taking Don Julio shots together.
And
What?
jumping in the pool.
I'm so confused. I'm all the girls were like, no, Mia, like you need to explain this. And even Giselle was like, I don't even know what to believe with her anymore because she lies all the time.
Yeah.
She's such a
Yeah.
damn liar. And then Mia, the line of the night, the fathers of my children can get along. Everybody at once, the fathers?
They said plural because what do you mean? Do you think that it's Ink's kid? Do you think that he's Ink's?
I really don't know. Like,
I
I want to
know.
say no, but I don't even have confidence anymore because Mia
Yeah.
is really low down dirty.
Yeah, she's trifling as hell.
Like, she really will just be doing anything. So,
I know. Because I asked my mom, I was like, do you think that's Ink's kid? She said, absolutely. He looks exactly like him.
absolutely.
She was like, they're
Oh,
twins. I was like, oh my gosh.
no, when you look at them though, they
They do look
do look
alike.
alike.
They
They do look alike.
do look alike because I bet Gordon didn't even think he probably just thought like, oh, he looks like Mia. Because Mia has like strong features. So he's
Yeah.
probably like, oh, he has a little bit of me. He like got my complexion or whatever.
Mhm.
But then you see Ink, because I didn't think anything of it, like, oh, that's definitely not his kid. But then you see Ink and you're like, ooh,
I know when you see them next to each other, it's a little suspicious. She needs to
yeah.
just go ahead and get that paternity
Yeah,
test. And
why
because she
haven't
brought
you
it up on camera, she better finish it on camera. Like none of this, oh, now I'm going to be a good mom and keep it off camera. No, you said it too
I
many
need to.
times. I need to know the results like Maury.
But her saying fathers of the children makes me think that she did get a paternity test. Because why are you saying that so confidently?
But then that's also Mia. She just says the most shameless shit. I don't even know what to believe anymore. And freaking Ink, when they were in the car talking, and he was talking about how, man, if he wasn't an old grandpa, it's like, what? You're gonna beat his ass? Like
Like
you're
you,
literally
DJ Applebox.
5'3". You're gonna beat Gordon's ass, please. And it's
Alien.
grandpa.
Mia being a stallion, like tall, they called her Bigfoot Mia. Like I'm pretty sure we have the same size foot, so like not too much on her. But she's tall and like I'm really not that tall. So like anyway, enough about me. Her being like a full on stallion and him literally being an apple box
An apple
is
box, like that. I can't.
is nasty work. And my mom was like, well, we'll know if he's Ink's kid, if he like just stops growing soon. I said, it's time for you to go to bed.
He
Let's
stops
hang this
growing by
up.
4th grade. That is Ink's
That's
kid.
Ink's kid. Hang it up. I'm turning the TV off. I'm glad this is the last episode for us to catch up on because
Enough for you.
you've seen too much. You're turning into one of them now. Like, get her in the confessionals, honestly.
Please. Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God. No, dude. This
I'm living
Mia
for this.
brings a level of mess to this franchise that like we have just not seen before. Talking about
Yeah.
paternity tests, abortions, adultering,
That word even being on the
stripping.
show.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
What do you think of Jazzy and her situation?
That's so funny. I was just going to bring her up because I was like, we haven't talked about Jazzy at all. Um, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a hater, but there's something about her that annoys me. Sh When she was doing the Super Bowl little event for her man, I was about to say husband, not her husband. Let me not give him that
Ooh,
in.
let me stop. Let me stop.
She was just acting so holier than thou. And I get it. You're proud of your man, but is that man even in the starting lineup for you to be acting like this?
That man is currently unemployed.
Like, what? I mean, I've never even heard of him before.
That's the thing, because I was thinking, could I be a wag for real? And then I was like, I could only be a wag if like not to be a fame whore. And I know I just said I can never be on reality TV. But if I'm gonna go through the trials and tribulations of dealing with an athlete, you better be like Travis Kelce, like dead ass. You need to like everyone needs to know your name, or you need to be like medium, like Russell Wilson or something. You're not like, too much in the media, but like, everybody knows who you are because, and you need to be on a team and you need to have a job every year because what do you mean you've been a free agent? I'm sorry, I hate free agents. Like they get on my nerves so freaking bad because they're always like
Yeah.
up your. Listen, y'all, this is some Becky lore. So during like Tampa Bay Bucks obviously won the Super Bowl in 2021, and that's when I was outside. I had my unemployment check. I was
Out at the
living
clips.
no in the club, honey. Like I was like a city girl down because I was literally trying to find me a Bucks player. Like I'm not even lying to y'all. So I was a city girl and I would meet Bucks players out and y'all like football players in general, they are not shit. Like they're
No,
not, and the ones that you meet in the clubs, like the ones that you see on Raya and stuff, they're the ones who are free agents like every couple of years. And
they have
they
no riz. They just have
no,
entitlement because they're on a team.
yeah, and they got big muscles and they can spend some money on you and they can buy you a drink and but whole time they literally have a girlfriend and a kid at home. Like I'm
I was
not
gonna say, and a kid,
joking.
and a baby
And
mama on the way.
yeah, no, literally, they have a kid at home and one on the way, and they're asking like when y'all are gonna get married. I literally had one say like, "When are we getting married?" I said, "I met you 5 minutes ago," but like we
And
can,
you have a child at home.
yeah, like you have a kid. We're not getting
Be
married.
like
You
that.
also like technically don't have a job right now. Like it's off season, and the Bucks haven't picked you back up.
Go find a job.
Yeah,
Before,
like literally, you're unemployed. I might as well find a man off
like
the
I
street.
can't be unemployed and you unemployed.
No, because why was I also equally I was unemployed AF, y'all. AF.
I'm dead. No,
So
he's
when they were all talking about that and like I think it was when they were still in North Carolina, and like Mia was like, "Oh, what's his name?" Like I might be talking about the same player to
he's so
Kira.
crazy. And then they were like, don't say the team, don't say the team. She was like, the Ravens. Like she doesn't care about
Oh, but the
anything.
thing is like I don't care either because like, dude,
Tell us.
yeah, because it really it could be any team. Like pick a
Yeah.
team and there's gonna be at least
Like
20 baby
30 people we got
mamas.
to go through.
Yeah, like
And
seriously.
then they could have moved teams. We don't know
Yeah.
anything. Just give us an inch. Give us a
Give
breadcrumb.
us something. And Kiana said, yeah, I couldn't go through that. And meanwhile, Jazzy's like, oh, well, the kids were here before I got here, before we even had sex, but one is 3. They're 3, but another one's about to turn 1.
Exactly. It's like so okay, we could understand maybe the 3-year-old, which even that story was sketchy
Yeah, the
because she was like,
3-year-old.
oh yeah, we got together and he was already, what, was she already pregnant or was she already born and they just weren't together?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was
But then
that baby was entirely too young for me to be even looking at you because y'all are still together. Y'all are still
yeah.
together.
But then the 1-year-old and you guys have been together for 3 years.
The math
What's
ain't
not
mathing.
clicking? Like he cheated on you.
Yeah, with the same woman. Oh my God, I would
That's
die.
insane. No, she is the side chick. The baby mama was the main girl. Jazzy was the
Yes.
side chick. And then the side chick got upgraded and he's not with the baby mama anymore. And now Jazzy's trying to act like she was always the main girl. That's my theory,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
which is actually factually correct.
yeah, that is exactly what happened. Because I'm sorry, if you have a baby with someone, especially if you have one, I'm already like absolutely not. But if you have
Mhm.
multiple, y'all love each other. Please
Exactly.
work on your family.
The same person. Yeah, you guys need to work on your family. Time to go
Yeah.
to family therapy. I'm removing myself from this situation.
Yeah,
What?
because maybe if it was like another woman, like you had a slip, like maybe if you got like a stripper pregnant, I don't think that's any better. But again, we're talking about athletes here, so whatever. But like, no, you love that woman. Go be with
Oh
her.
my
I don't
God.
like what?
It really makes no sense. It makes no sense at all.
Free
And honestly,
Jazzy.
he is not cute for her to be doing all that.
No, they're never that cute. They
No,
just
they
have
never are.
they are built, they're literally built like linebackers because they are.
He is a
And
linebacker.
yeah, I was gonna say he's built like even when I saw him, I got like a little nervous. I'm like, he's literally not attractive at all. But
He's just
like
big. He's just
he's
big and
just
tall.
big and tall. Oh, that's
He's
what I said.
two,
Me and
238. Now me looking up all the stats. He's only
ooh.
28.
Oh, girl, please.
He's my age. 2 kids. Not that that's bad, but like, come on, 2 kids not from you. He's already had a whole life before you. This is crazy.
That's why I want my DJ Apple Box because look, Ink has stuck. One thing about Ink, he has stuck beside Mia. He has
No, he's
stuck
loyal. I'll
behind
give her
her.
that. I'll give him that one. He's loyal to his girl.
Like he through a marriage, an 11-year marriage and everything. He was like, I'll be here when you're done.
That's crazy. What, like, honestly, what does Mia do?
We saw with the tequila bottle.
It has to be more than that. Like, there's no way.
I really do think it's that because like I don't know like how much else you can
Yeah. She just
like.
must she must be just going down like every night. Like she
But
has a
then
job to
again,
commit to.
yeah, but then again, men are like so. Well, I don't know because I
I
don't know.
really don't know. She's got something going. Like she's just a pimp. I
Aura
her.
points, Riz.
Seriously. It's crazy.
Mm-mm.
I was just thinking though, the last thing is like when I look at Mia's face, I just get so annoyed because she's always pursing her damn lips. She's always like her face just always looks so tight.
You
It just
mean
looks like it hurts. I
no?
can't.
Her everything looks like it hurts.
She just looks so blown up and tight in like the worst way.
Yeah,
This looks
no,
painful. You know who
yeah,
else? I saw this interview of Larsa recently from Housewives of Miami.
yes,
She looked so bad. Like I'm talking, you remember how Marisol's mom looked? That's what
yeah,
she's starting to look like.
yeah.
These girls have to know when to stop.
These doctors need to take like an oath or something, or they should start being investigated, or it needs to be like the government needs to get involved, I think, because it's
Yeah.
getting
Out of hand.
completely out of hand. What was that show? Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
They used to have they had a psychologist on there. Like that's was the premise of the show is that they got like a psychologist to talk to the people about who wanted plastic surgery and like why you wanted plastic surgery and
Mhm.
like your self-esteem because the thing is like if you feel like shit about yourself and you have teeny tiny lips and then you get big lips, you're still gonna feel like shit about yourself.
Mhm. Like something, it's obviously
You're
deeper.
always
It's
gonna find stuff.
internal.
Yeah, it's internal, and you're always gonna find something because then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
my lips, and then it's like, oh, well, why don't I fill the bags under my eyes, or why don't I get facial balancing? And then, oh, well, I might as well get, and then it's like, okay, let me get a BBL. Well, since you're already getting a BBL, you might as well get lipo in your arms and a labiaplasty. Like, oh,
And then it just goes, yeah, it just continues like
and then you all look
cycling
the
thing.
same.
Yep. I saw there was this person on TikTok. It was a medical, what is it, like a nurse injector or whatever. And she was basically just saying how, actually, no, it wasn't a nurse injector because they would not talk about this, but it was a doctor. And she was saying how the fillers are what's really bad is because they stretch your skin, your like, I don't know, your arteries, like it's stretching, it's putting it's putting
Yeah.
volume and somewhere where there is not space for volume. Whereas Botox, it's just like you're just kind of, I don't know, like paralyzing the muscle so you can't move.
Yeah.
Like that's different because it's not like putting volume in. But basically they're saying like the problem with all these fillers is like you just start to look so stretched out and puffy. And that's what Mia looks like. Her face just looks so full and tight from fillers. Kylie Jenner too. And they were saying like what you actually need to do is, you know, like the surgery, like the facelifts, things like that, which is super invasive. You can't just like go in for a quick appointment like a lip filler, but that's what you really need to do. Like, for example, Lindsay Lohan, she didn't get fillers recently. She got her whole face redone.
Yeah.
And she looked
they
good.
snatched it up. Her and Christina Aguilera, they snatched those faces. They took that filler out and snatched those faces right up and sewed them tight.
Christina Aguilera is actually, I mean, she looks good. I'll give it to her, but it's honestly kind of scary when I saw
scared
her
of her
performing with Sabrina Carpenter. I was like, she looks younger than Sabrina. Sabrina's thicker than her.
Yeah.
In like the best way. But like, it's a little concerning that a 25-year-old who is like a healthy weight weighs more than you as a however old you are. It's, I don't know.
It's getting scary.
It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We hope you guys enjoyed the pod this week. As always, follow us on all the things, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, yada, yada. You guys know the deal. Also, if you made it to this point and you're enjoying our podcast and gossiping with us, it would mean so much to us if you left a rating and review. Thank you guys so, so much. We hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving week, and we will see you next time. Love you. Bye.